Now moving on, the next topic what we have is the static two table information. So in two table is basically we can create two different tables filters on this one. So not only Germany, we can also adopt bikes here, for example, as a category. So here in the category right now we can see bikes, accessories and clothing. So if you want to filter this as well as the Germany and bikes, then you can just create a new role and you can add up on this role itself. But if you want to create a different role for each and every requirement, then you can also do that. So click on new here and then double click here, static to table, and I will do the same thing. I will just switch it back to this default editor, and now we have the same old interface. So clicking on this dim geography and switch to this DAX editor, and if I click on this one, I have this option, copy this from static one table. So do you want to copy this same role which is already exists? So if you want to do that, you can just click on this one, it will going to copy that. If you don't, if you want to create a new one by yourself, then also you can do that. So switching it to this default editor, clicking on add here, selecting this one, and again selecting to English country region name equals to Germany. So right now this is equals to Germany, and then I just tick the box here. And then we also need to add the category filter. So for that we need to click on dim product category and then click on add again, and here English product category name equal to bikes. So I tick out these two options as well and then click on save. Right now you see the filter icon appears on both the tables. It means there is some filters applied in these tables. So the role applied successfully changes. So the table has a relationship with cross filter security set to filter both direction. To set the table filter for this role, you need to turn off the cross filter security first. Yeah, this is the kind of information which it gives here, that we have a relationship between the two tables with this cross filter enabled, because if you are applying a row level security in one-to-many, and if you want to apply a filter on both the direction, but for example, I will show you right away. So this table has a relationship with cross filter security setup filter to both the direction. To set the table filter for this role, you need to turn off the cross filter security first. So click on close and then click on save. So we need to don't save this one. We need to go back to the model one and have a look into this one. So this is what dim product category relationship which are here, and let me just delete this relationship because this is going to be helpful for another case which I will show you on the next topic. So right now I will just delete this one or just make this as an inactive relationship. So usually whenever we create a relationship in Power BI, let me show you here. If you see at the bottom of this one-to-many, we have this, make this relationship as an active. If you want to active that one, then we can make use of that. And here on the right side, we have a cross filter direction to be both. So it means, what does it mean by both is basically, if you filter something on one side of the relationship, which is the unique value which contains like dim product category, then it's going to filter this fact table itself. But if you want to filter something on the fact table and it has also to filter this dimension table, then only the cross filter to be both the directions. So wherever you are going to filter, it's going to filter the reverse way. So that's the use of that. And below to that, we have apply filter, security filter in both the directions. So you want to enable that one in order to work on both the ways. So right now I just turn this off and then click on OK. So this is going to be an inactive relationship now. And then we'll go again, create a relationship. So that's why, as I earlier said on my first introduction, that we are just going to cover not only this RLS topic, we'll also discuss more about the functionality and feature, what are the best practices to work on that. So again, going back to this one and modeling and then manage role. Right now we see only one here, then one which you have created, and if I click on static to table and then go to dim geography, copy from this one, static one. So it's going to copy that from the static one role and it's applied here successfully. And in dim product category, we don't have anything. So we just need to click on add here and then English product category name equal to bikes. And then click on save now. Alright, now if you click on stop viewing and then view as, and here I will select to be static 2. Right now if you see on the background, we can see everything. And now if I click on OK, this is now filtered to Germany as well as the bikes here. On the bottom we see only Germany, and on the top we see only the bikes here. So this is how we can manually create a relationship roles in Power BI that we can create based on each and every scenario. This is easy way to do that, but the drawback of this one is for each and every case you have to create a new role. That's not going to be helpful, right? Suppose in future we add up multiple categories and we also have multiple countries, then we have to create each and every country, each and every category separate roles. It's a kind of, we have to do a lot of maintenance work. So we need to do everything on and off to make the changes to the report and make the testing and deploy to production. So all these things, it's going to create a lot of troubles, issue while working on a real world production for a large enterprise. If it is a small one, then just starting up, we can just make use of these two functionality.